All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this VIP exclusive match as we have two of the relative newcomers here into WFC, Johnny Dynamite in the black and red and the Blue Bolt, of course, in the blue.
No, Captain Obvious here.
Well, I got to point these things out sometimes.
Do you, though? I mean, unless people are either blind, deaf, or never mind. Yep, you're right, you do. I forgot where we're at.
I see that you come from the same level of ingratiation that Johnny Dynamite does, as he has the same basic reaction from the fans that they give to you, and that is they both prefer that you just go away.
Oh, that's okay. You know, I don't want to be around them either, but I got a job to do, so.
Well, Blue Bolt trying to do a job here on Johnny Dynamite with that side headlock. Now, crisscross, back and forth. Nice cross body there by the Blue Bolt, and down for two. And Dynamite immediately to the outside, as apparently that near fall really threw his game off. And now the WFC faithful here starting in immediately on Dynamite with the chance of chicken.
Which he's no chicken. We've seen him just recently have a great showing during night one of our two-night tournament. He had a great outing. Obviously, he didn't come up on the winning end of things, but he did display some good heart out of that. Johnny Dynamite has a great upside to him.
Oh, and he's got a big chop there across the chest of Blue Bolt. Of course, I believe it was the chops from one KJ Everly that left a massive impression on his chest.
I actually think there's still a fingerprint there, if I can see it correctly.
And a nice Hurricane Rana from the Blue Bolt.
Lucha!
And a chin buster from Dynamite returns the favor. And now, straight right hand there by Dynamite. Big chop there, as Johnny Dynamite knows that this is an opportunity to really step up here and make an impression here for the WFC faithful. Both of these men looking for their first victory.
Good stiff clothesline there. I'm wondering, because he was delivering those two chops earlier, you think he may have learned a couple lessons on how to deliver a chop?
I honestly don't know how you couldn't have learned lessons on how to deliver a chop from what KJ did to him. He's going to feel those effects for at least a month.
Oh, when you deal with a Megalodon, I mean, that's kind of what you get for paying with the price, you know?
Apparently so. All right, Dynamite now going to go for the vertical suplex and up and over.
And look at that quick follow through. Great idea there by Dynamite, but only a 2 count.
Yep. Blue Bolt certainly not displaying the level of fire that we saw him in before when he was in that tag team match with Alex Royal and Tim Rockwell.
Yeah, he just doesn't have that electricity running through him, is he?
You're so proud of yourself for these things, aren't you?
I mean, I just like to light things up. Kind of like how Dynamite is lighting things,
That's Johnny Dynamite's line. And, again, a little bit of overconfidence from Mr. Dynamite, and the frustration begins to set in.
Lightning Strike is about to light the fuse, and we know what happens if you light Johnny Dynamite's fuse.
Are you writing these things down on those cards just to hand him? Because I know he's going to want to hear, when he hears all this, he's going to steal like all these lines.
Oh, that's okay. That's perfectly okay. I'll have him trademarked by that time, so I'll make some money off of him.
Of course you will.
It's capitalism at its finest.
Shoulder tackles in the midsection there from one Blue Bolt, as Dynamite with the Beal throw out to the middle of the ring and straight down into the pinfall. And again,
and see,
only good for 2.
There's certain things about Dynamite's game that concern me. See, if he would have hooked a leg there, I bet he probably would have potentially gotten the win there. But that's just got to have experience come in time.
Dynamite, in fact, in all the pinning attempts that he's made so far, has not hooked a leg in any of them. So you may very well be onto something there. And I now feel dirty for having said that. Backslide by no,
it's a push-up stop.
Okay. Well,
he's
good
just
adjustment there by Blue Bolt.
Yeah,
look at the cutter.
Well, I was saying that Blue Bolt was just getting his workout in, but now Dynamite just worked out a victory.
Well, a great accomplishment there as Johnny Dynamite picks up his first victory here in WFC in this VIP exclusive.
It's a great recovery match from a good shot in a tournament that he came up short on. This is a great way to get back on the winning track.
I think that Johnny Dynamite has great potential here if he can maintain his focus and
Not let Granny Hulkster get to him.
right.
Your next VIP contest this evening is a six-man tag team match and is scheduled for one fall. Making their way to the ring first, they are the team of Sunday, Umbra, and Big and Bad Blade. Together, they represent the Order of Thor. Making their way to the ring now are their opponents. They are the team of Christian Temple, Warren Powers, and your anti-hero, the Canadian Red Devil.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, six-man tag team action in this VIP exclusive for WFC as we see representatives of the Order of Thorns. Of course, suspicious by his continued absence here. One Dr. Nightshade, who normally would be seated over to the left of our commentary area. To observe this, but we don't know the condition of Mr. Night or Dr. Nightshade.
Yeah, it's not Mr. That's Doctor for you.
And on the other side, of course, we're familiar with the Canadian Red Devil, and I believe that we've seen Warren Powers here before. But a man that I believe is the first time you've seen, but I'm quite familiar with a man that for a long time we called the new guy, Christian Temple, who is.
Well, you're right. He is a new guy for me.
He's a new guy for you. That was officially his nickname for quite a while.
I mean,
more than it should have been.
Well, this guy looks like he's got Chavo Guerrero-esque vibes from back in the days of wrestling. 90s get-ups here, man.
Christian Temple, an accomplished competitor out of the Kansas region. And he is making his way here, as many are, to WFC as we see a tag. And here comes Umbra, a man we've not had much of an opportunity to see since making the transformation.
Great maneuver by Umbra, though, the former GoldenEye.
That's right.
Looking to pick up the victory for the Order, but no luck such yet.
And ever since that transformation of Umbra and the recruitment of Blade, it seems like the Order of Thorns really have become this very much more fearsome and deadly force than they were. And I'm not to say that they weren't before, but they even more so.
Oh, absolutely they have. I mean, Dr. Nightshade has put together quite, I guess, the colossal, I don't know what to call them aside from that.
Well, they're basically monsters. I mean, to be honest with you here, Nightshade has instilled something in them to where they don't seem to register pain the same way that they did before, and they follow his orders. He never really speaks much, but they seem to do and understand what it is he wants them to do. And even without him here, I can almost guarantee that they're perhaps getting some sort of connection from Dr. Nightshade.
Absolutely. Samedi, though, we've known his powers for quite some time. I just prefer not to be around the guy.
No, I can't blame you there. And here comes Big and Bad
the
Blade.
Newest recruitment.
And what a recruitment it was for the Order of Thorns. This man is a vicious individual, a huge competitor, and somebody with a wealth of experience. He's been around for a long time in the world of professional wrestling.
And he's capitalizing on that experience right now as he was just taunting Temple and CRD on the opposing corner while the Order of Thorns unleashed havoc upon Warren Powers.
Yeah,
man.
Warren Powers calls himself the Motor City Muscle, but right now I think he probably looking for a different name like Chop Suey because he's getting things like that.
Yeah, well, he might have a motor, but he's got no muscle where those chops are going right now.
And Powers to the outside with Samedi immediately right there. Before Samedi can do anything, though, Big and Bad Blade.
Oh, man, now here we go, repeated.
With the big bad bells to the belfry.
He's tenderizing that meat, and he's about ready to
and
grill
now
it up.
Samedi making his presence known as Canadian Red Devil, arguing with referee Jesse Beeler, not helping his partner.
No, and that's where I got to say that's got to be on the other team. That's not on the Order of Thorns' part.
No, I agree, but they're going to take advantage of that opportunity. But CRD not helping the situation, letting his emotions get the best of him. As CRD grabs that tag rope to try and. Okay, there's a desperation move from Powers.
You know, I'm kind of surprised actually that CRD hasn't been in contentions with the Order of Thorns just yet. I think he could fit right in there. Maybe do him some world of good.
Now, I think perhaps CRD has learned in other places that being part of a large contingent of wrestlers really doesn't help him. And that big clothesline did not help Warren Powers.
No, it did not.
A tag made to Samedi, who drags Powers back to his corner, closer to his corner, and a leaping leg drop as the Dark Priest makes the cover.
I tell you what, we have seen Samedi step up his game over the last few months now, and it all started with Nightshade recruiting him for this Order of Thorns. He's become a lot more vicious, much more intense, and a lot more focused on the task at hand on each match.
Oh, good. Fallaway slam by Powers, and Powers desperately needs to get to his corner right now.
This would be the best time for him to get that tag in and get some kind of reprieve. There it is.
Tag to Temple and tag to Blade.
There you go. And
Temple going to go cut off Blade before he can even get into the ring. The referee trying to back him up and let the competitor get in, but Temple wanting to push that opportunity. Blade staggered, but not off his feet.
Oh, and now, look at that. Temple going for Umbra now.
Umbra as well. Temple trying to handle both men at one time here. As CRD directs traffic from the outside, Temple with the high impact moves on the inside.
Oh, and a nice knee to the chest there. Temple fired up here.
But look out! Oh! Big boot by Umbra. And
down.
Down goes Temple. And this one's over.
Your winners, the Order of Thorns.
Well, wherever Dr. Nightshade is, he's got to be smiling at this as his group picks up a nice victory here over three very, very hungry and accomplished individuals in their own rights. But the Order of Thorn stamping their presence, continuing to stamp their presence here in WFC.
You know, we've seen several different factions and groups throughout my time here in WFC, as well as your own. I got to say right now, the Order of Thorns may just be the baddest and darkest of them all.
No, that's the tag.
And your next contest this evening, ladies and gentlemen, is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring first, making his WFC debut, and accompanied this evening by his tag team partner, Tim Weber. He hails from Tulsa, Oklahoma. This is Reese. And making his way to the ring now is his opponent. He hails from Little Rock, Arkansas. This is Wesley Green.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this WFC exclusive featuring the debut of a potential new superstar here in WFC, and that
Oh, no,
is-
no, no, no. There ain't no potential. He is going to be a star here. This is a great test for him in his debut against Wesley Crane. I expect nothing but fast pace here. Oh!
Well, welcome to the wrestling business, Reese.
Reese has been training here recently at the WOG Dojo, and I tell you what, this kid, I've seen him perform. He actually has a huge upside, and this is a big moment for him against Crane here. Aggressive lockup here, backs Crane into the corner. Oh, and again,
Yeah, that
he can't be slipping like that.
that experience factor of Wesley Crane, certainly outpacing the experience factor of Reese. As Reese, a young, hungry kid who certainly wants to make an impression here with the collar and elbow tie-up once again.
And again, here we go.
And did I hear correctly? Did Wesley Crane say chat snapping?
He did say chat.
I'm not familiar with that social media platform, but I don't know, maybe.
Well, it's just like the talk to the tick is, what I've heard recently.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm not into this.
No!
I'm not into this fancy stuff, and he ain't into those chops.
And Reese to the outside, straight to his partner, Shotgun Dan Weber.
And Shotgun Dan, he ain't nothing to mess with himself.
Oh, Shotgun Dan is a very, very impressive. Both these men, very impressive, and certainly as a tag team, I've had the opportunity to see many of their matches, to announce several of their matches, but in other areas around here. But everybody has a chance to make a first impression in front of a new crowd, and that's what Reese is looking to do here for Most Wanted in WFC.
And now Reese slides back in and going straight for Crane. Oh!
Go behind there by Reese, but a sharp elbow. Oh, well, quick adjustment there as Reese. Well, Crane with the clothesline. Catches him straight under the chin. And Crane's eyes solely on Shotgun right now.
Oh, and Crane already calling for the hate stomp here.
Crane going to the top rope.
Absolutely, he's got him perched. Oh, and Reese complaining about the eyes here.
And Weber shoving Wesley Crane off the top rope straight onto the guardrails.
I didn't see him shove.
Of course you did.
No, I was concerned about Reese. It looked like he had something in his eye.
Well, let the referee handle that because, look, right now it's all cleared up, isn't it?
What?
Straight to the cover.
Well, yeah,
1, 2, and, all right.
Well,
good.
see, yeah, don't start your conspiracy theories now. I mean, Crane was perched up there for a second, and those ropes get a little slippery from time to time, so he may have just lost the footing, that's all.
How many times have you ever known Wesley Crane, in all the extravagant moves he does, to lose his footing?
Well, first off, it doesn't matter if he can provide it 100% of the time, or at least 100 times. There's always that one out of 100 that you could potentially slip. And that may have been what it was. There's nothing to concern about. The only thing Crane should be concerned about, though, is getting back to a vertical base right now, because right now he underestimated Reese in the beginning, but look who's in control of this matchup.
Right now, indeed, Reese is in control. Well, I may have spoken too soon.
That's right. You did speak too soon here.
As backflip by...
Oh, God, pay dirt! Great pay dirt there. And now Reese doing the correct thing, following up.
1, 2, and I'll be honest with that. That pin did not look like a lot of pressure was placed on the shoulders, and that's a rookie mistake that...
And now Reese calling his spot.
Announcing the spot. Is that really a smart thing to do? I don't think so. As,
oh my Lord!
Crane yanking Reese off the top rope and pulling him down.
Well, we know Crane, he can pull things out of a hat, or in this case, he pulled it straight from the pit and just took him down with him.
Crane now with the hit with the pin.
Just barely got a shoulder up there before the 3 count. Both men fighting to get back to their feet. Both men now back to their feet.
And again,
good Lord!
The expertise and the experience of Wesley Crane. The sheer aggression as he is here to show Reese exactly what he can expect to face in WFC. As Crane dives in over the top, up and over.
Oh, good shot there.
Straight up uppercut there sends Crane to the outside, and Weber looks on.
Oh, Reese is
Here
about to
comes
go
Reese.
flying.
No!
Oh, I think he kicked the top rope into his throat. He actually kicked the top rope right underneath the jaw of Reese, and it caught him off guard.
European-style uppercut there by Crane. And Crane now turns Reese around. Going to go maybe for a backdrop driver. No. Going to tuck his head underneath here.
Oh, we know what this is setting up for. We've seen it a few times now.
And
oh, my Lord.
The impact of that kick. And Crane asking Reese, does he want to die? I don't know whether Reese can respond, but whether or not he can, I don't believe Crane's going to give him the choice.
Oh,
Look
my
out!
Lord! Oh, my! Well, Shotgun Dan, he provided his own little human safety net there, but I think that took out both Reese and Dan.
Both men down and Reese barely moving as the referee Frank Lynn begins to apply the count.
Oh, Frank Lynn.
No, his
How
name is
clever.
Frank Lynn.
I get it, but how clever is that? I just
What do you
caught
mean
that.
You get it. That's his name.
I mean, okay.
Nobody says Travis Foulhark. Oh, I get it. It's your name.
You are about as delusional as you look. But right now, the delusional one is Reese right now trying to regain his wits about him after that toss to the outside.
Well, palm shoot off there by Crane.
Oh,
Around by
satellite!
Reese.
The satellite went in orbit there and nailed the DDT.
Reese and Crane both down here. And both these people looking. Crane's not moving. He may have taken a bigger impact than either of us expected there. Now he's rolling over.
Oh, it'd be such a shame if both men were counted out right now. Both men now starting to stir a little bit here.
Crane now pulling Reese in.
And now Reese.
Oh, Reese looking for an adjustment there, but shoot off by Crane. Duck underneath. Cutter by Reese.
Great. Now this is the time to follow up, Reese. You've got Crane where you want him. Now do something with it.
Reese making his way to the outside. Does he have enough in him still? Has he got enough in his head and enough physical stamina to make it back up to that top rope?
Looks like he absolutely does. He called for a frog splash earlier.
And Wesley Crane laying prone. Well, frog splash,
man!
but nobody home.
Oh, that
And
was not good.
Crane now looking for the top rope of himself.
You know what he's going for.
No!
Hate stop connects.
And Crane down, hooks both legs, and that is it.
Your winner, Wesley Crane!
Well, ever since Wesley Crane re-entered WFC, he has been, with no pun intended here, a man possessed. A man who has shown more aggression, more energy, and a greater drive to be successful than he ever showed before. And with wins like that over Reese, Wesley Crane may well be on his way to being whatever champion he wants to be.